Welcome everyone. So this is a tarot reading for all the signs. This is going to be a collective read that's general and for everybody. So I've already shuffled the cards. They are laid out and ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and get started. So let's see what's going on with you guys at the moment. See what your situation is. Oh dear. So we have the Death card, first of all, which is already talking about massive change. Now, whether this is internal change, changes within yourself, or changes externally, I'm not sure yet, so I'll have to draw more cards for that. But a lot of changes that may even have been kind of slow going, but they're definitely there, and they're definitely like deep changes. With Scorpio though, not fun. Scorpio's pain. Scorpio is sometimes vindictive, or we might feel like the situation is like vindictive, like spiteful, almost like the universe is spiting us, right? And either they're forcing us into these changes, or they're just, it might not just be a fun process. Let's see what else we get here before we go on to the next couple of positions. See, before we flip over the rest of these cards. Anything else about Scorpio and the Death card? Okay, so what did I say about this taking a long time? So I think maybe this has been a long-term process. You guys have been going through a long-term process of change, whether you're talking about your life or whether that's just the way you feel about yourself. And that's the cat. The cat is talking about things kind of gradual, right? That's the energy that the cat is bringing to the message. So what are the changes we're talking about? I have a feeling that's what these cards are going to talk about, but on the bottom we have the city. So it could be that the spite is coming from society. It could be that these changes are either being provoked by the city, the town, the people around you, or maybe they're just not well accepted by the people around you, and there's like some sort of negative energy, almost like an attack towards these changes. Let's keep going. So the next position here, they're not specific, they're just more describing the situation. So I've got the High Priestess, and then I have the Oracle card of Sagittarius. This is a plan that either we wanted to keep to ourselves, or it's like a secret plan. This is a secret plan that you either have had or currently have. Now, why is it a secret? Maybe it's been a secret because it's not well received. Maybe it's because of Scorpio up here, right? Someone isn't receiving whatever these changes are very well, and I think now you guys have like started to make plans but keep them to yourself because sharing them with others may not have been going so well, may not have been so well received. Tell me more about the High Priestess. Okay. We have a few cards pop out here. So we did have the Hourglass, which is talking about timing, right? So maybe it's like the time isn't right to share, or the time isn't right to unveil your plans. So that's what this is about. I'm going to put it off to the side. There's other cards here. There's a lot of cards. Let me just put them right on top, and we'll go over them one by one. So put that one there. So starting with the House, we have the House, the Seven, the Boat, the Eye, and Pisces. So give me a second to absorb these, and we'll see what I can come up with. This is all, again, describing the plan, right? I'm describing these two cards. So it's the plan that we're talking about. What is the plan? So the plan is, it has to do with your own personal self, your identity. That's the House. And it's something you've been building towards. So I do think this is part of the internal change that you guys have been going through. And it is a change of your identity, like who you are. And it's not being well received. Maybe people just don't like who you're changing into, but I feel like it's who you are, who you want to be, and you have plans to continue with this. You're just not talking about them anymore. Anyway, moving on with the Ship, that is you guys keeping this information at distance from people, keeping it at arm's length. You're not sharing it yet. The Eye and Pisces, keeping it ambiguous, not show. This is really just repeating the message of the High Priestess, that we're keeping it hush-hush. So that's all these cards are literally just repeating the High Priestess energy, keeping it all hush-hush until we're ready to unveil our new identity. All right, so let's take a look at the next couple of cards here. All right, so we have the Temperance card with the Torch. This is kind of elaborating where this is going, and then these last few cards are going to talk about the conclusion, like how is all this going to end up unfolding? But right now, looking at Temperance with the Torch, you guys are taking your time sharing, it's like you want to do it at the right time. There is a right time, or at least that's how you guys feel. There's a right time to unveil your plans and unveil your changes, unveil who you've become. There's a right time for it, and you're pacing yourself. Tell me about temperance with the torch. Because the torch is revealing. Revealing what? What we've been hiding, the high priestess. Tell me about the torch with temperance. Tell me about the torch with temperance. Okay. So we have the oracle card of the number 0. This is like, it's almost like putting yourself out there. It's a risk, okay? 0 can be kind of like the Fool card in the tarot, which can be like a risk, like not knowing what's going to happen and trying something for the first time. But that is what we're talking about with regards to your plan, with regards to unveiling who you are. You're taking your time with it because it's a little bit of a risk to show this new side of yourself, or this new plan that you have for yourself that's tied to who you are. Okay, so let's take a look at how this is going to unfold in the short-term future. All right, so we have the 8 of Swords. This is being restrictive. This is having, like, not being able to see through the veil, right? Not being able to see when, not being able to see how to do this. I'm really getting a how. It's like, how do we go about showing our plans? How do we go about unveiling who we've become? How do we go about doing all this? That's where you kind of become stuck on in the short-term future. Let's see what else we get for this. All right, so why is the collective stuck on this, like, timing and the when and the how to reveal their new selves, their new plans? Something that they've been purposely keeping hiding because it's not necessarily well received, or people just don't look at it in the best of light, you know? For whatever reason, maybe it's like a faux pas or something, whatever it is you guys are, whatever plan you have, it's just, maybe it's unorthodox, right? Okay, so I have 3 cards. These are clarifying, these 2 cards here. So just giving me more information on why we can't see, why we can't get past the how to do this. So we have Cancer, and then we have the Bridge and the left turn arrow. The Bridge is the moment where things become, like, easy. Like, when's the best time? That's the Bridge, right? When is the best time? Where is the best place? The Bridge. And it's seeing that. It's seeing where the best place in time is. There may not ever be a perfect time. All right? That's what the left turn arrow is telling me. There may not ever be a perfect time, but I think the perfect time is actually when you're with family. That's Cancer. It's like, it's never going to feel perfect, but the opportunity comes when you meet with family, when you meet with friends. Anytime you do that, the next time, we'll say, that you meet up with friends, even though it might not feel perfect, that is your opportunity to share this. Because if you're going to sit there and just run through your mind like, oh, when's the best time? Where's the best place to do this? You're going to be stuck on that forever. So these 3 cards are saying the best time is just literally when the people who you want to tell this, the people who you want to unveil yourself to, are present. Maybe the best time is now. Let's I'm going to pick all these up and then pull advice on how to best deal with the situation more directly, and see if we can get something more clear for you guys, for everyone, because this is a collective. Can I have some advice for the collective here on how to deal with the situation, how to best proceed with regards to the how, the when, of when to unveil this part of ourselves, when to unveil our new plans, or unveil these changes that we've gone through. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Cards just fell. One sec. Okay. It's interesting because the cards that just fell are Scorpio and Sagittarius. Kind of funny because Scorpio, if you recall, was one of the first cards in the reading. And yeah, it's like it's going to sting no matter what. It's going to sting no matter what. If you're saying something that is unconventional and people aren't, like, used to it, they're not into it, there is no good time. It's always going to be kind of a situation. So you might as well just plan for the worst. That's what this is saying. Plan for the worst time. And that's when you can do it. And really what the Seven of Wands is telling me is this stems from a lack of confidence on your part. This really is kind of rooted in a lack of confidence, and you have the ability to do this. You just need to be prepared for the backlash, and there is going to be backlash. It's not going to be well received, but you just need to accept that it is what it is, right? If you're going to tell people these plans, it's never going to be a perfect time. So you just got to do it, regardless of whether or not you feel like a lack of confidence in doing so. With the Seven of Wands reverse, you got to bite the bullet, that's Scorpio, and you got to make the plan to do it. On the bottom, wow, Leo. What is Leo? Show yourself in the spot, be in the spotlight. Put yourself in the spotlight, center stage. That's Leo. Even if, again, you don't have the confidence to do so, the advice here is to do so. I hate that advice, but that's what it is. Okay, this is just cards from before. Let's see if anything else comes out. Anything else? Just a final couple of cards here. A parting card. Parting card for this advice, please. Oh, there we go. Sword. This is make yourself known, right? Make yourself visible. Don't hide anymore. Don't hide who you are anymore. Don't hide who you've become anymore. And don't hide your plans anymore. The sword. It's like, if you imagine somebody lifting up a sword, you can always see it because the sun reflects. There's like a visibility to the sword. The sword in traditional tarot is clarity, right? And in the oracle card, it's kind of the same. So be clear, be seen with Leo from before, and don't let your lack of confidence get in the way of just getting it done. And that's it. That's it, guys. I think at this point, I'm just going to start repeating myself. So I'm going to close it off there. And I hope you guys got something out of that advice. I hope this resonated for you guys, the collective, that is to say. If this did resonate, don't forget to press the like button for me, and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys taking an interest in my videos. I will see you all in a couple of weeks or so. Take care.